What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory, where today guys we have got our FUT Champs Rewards. First of all, I want to talk a little bit about the team. A decision that I made today on stream that I immediately went back on after realizing what a horrible mistake it was, but how it still led to something that could be quite fun. To talk about the team that we're playing with, and then to show you the final two games, and then we're going to open the rewards. So first of all guys, if you're enjoying the content here on the channel and you wouldn't mind dropping a thumbs up, it will be very much appreciated. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. Second of all, we didn't start with this team. In fact, I started my champs in a it was something with two strikers. I was 4-1-2-1-2 wide, and it just wasn't a good formation. Then I switched into the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, and it wasn't a good formation. Then I switched into the 4-1-4-1, and it's a much better formation. And I've changed a few personnel. So I had a game where I was 4-0 down, and I subbed off Erdegaard for Little Kim, and I subbed off Rice for Zubimendi. And the midfield just felt insanely better instantly, and it should do anyway, because this Little Kim looks brilliant, right? She's got 4-star weak foot, she's got outstanding passing, very good stats all around, incisive pass, which is nice as well. She doesn't have Tiki, unfortunately, and she's got box plus, which maybe I should put her on as a box plus to be fair. And then I put Zubimendi in here. I've got a lot of roll pluses on him at CDM now, and I know he doesn't have like the passing play styles, but defensively he's just a bit better than Rice. He's just a bit better. And I enjoyed using this team. With this team, obviously, we're going to see just the last two games of champs here. It was just difficult today. It was difficult, and part of the reason why it was difficult is because Heinz, now that we've played a full weekend league with her, or 16 games in total, this card is awful, genuinely awful. So she's got to go. Scott, by the way, we've got 106 games on her now. This card is awful. There was a period of time where she was decent. I don't know why she feels awful now. She's got Jockey Plus, she's got Anticipate and Relentless. She's got decent pace. Maybe a Shadow would do better to get that extra bit of pace, especially when we're facing like Nico Williams every games. But she just did, like, it just wasn't good. Also, this man right here, as a centre-back, no. As a left-back is going to have to be the yes. But I think for our next games, we're going to have Jordi Alba in a left-back again. The bench is quite nice. We've had a little bit of fun. I've got McDermott, who I'm evoing. I'm going to show you him why in a minute. And we're going to show you him in a minute and talk about why and what we did and what we're going to change. And then the midfield guys. Do you know I said about a few days ago, this guy is like, he's just so good, right? And I might switch to a 4-4-2 again, guys, because I really think two strikers is going to be really handy. Leandro Trossard is just so good. I've been playing him at left mid because I was evoing the Jesus. He is just so good. And if I do play him at left mid, I might as well take off the finisher chem style, put on either an engine or a catalyst, just to give him that extra bit of pace and extra bit of passing at left mid, which would be a bit more valuable. Little was good. Zubimendi was good. This Ethan Nwaneri card, I really, really like. And look at that. He's got 60 goal contributions in 76 games, which is good. I really like this Freddie Lundberg, especially when I put him and Trossard to inside forwards. This Gabriel Jesus, guys, insane. I wish I took a snapshot, and this is where I'm a terrible content creator, right? Forget about the moaning and crying. That makes me like a bad content creator. The thing that makes me a terrible content creator is not telling a story. There should be a story about this Jesus, because I should have shown his stats before. When basically, since I've had Finesse Shot Plus on him and had him on 5-star weak foot, he's probably scored about 20 goals in about 7 games. He's literally broken. Finesse Shot Plus is so good and so strong. And I just feel like Trossard and Jesus together in a 2-striker formation will just be too strong. 2 5-star weak foot players. We've got a 4-star skill move, a 5-star skill move. We've got one of them that's got low driven and Finesse Shot Silver with Enforcer. Another player that's got Finesse Shot Plus with other really premium play styles. just really, really good. And I'm looking forward actually to building a team either today for a couple of games or tomorrow for some rivals games or some gauntlet games. I'm really looking forward to building a team of quality around some of these players, because I think, especially with the 99 shooting right now, I think Ljungberg, by the way, ignore the shooting, right? Because he's actually not getting into many areas where he can score goals. He's just good. His pace is good. Like, I need to put an engine chem style on him now instead of a hawk, but his pace is good. His dribbling is good. He just feels good. And yeah, I want to put like some really strong players around some of these players so I can really get the best out of them. But this is a team that we used. I want to talk a little bit about McDermott. So when I started streaming today, I was talking about the video. Like, somebody asked me about yesterday's video where, you know, I kind of like was speaking on how the game is and how it feels and blah, 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 and how Evos are carrying it, but not everything's good for Arsenal. And so I said, like, what can we do for Evos that would be fun? And so as a community in the stream, we kind of like decided that maybe taking like League 2 teams, I put all of the League 2 teams on a wheel, I spanned the wheel, it landed on Shrewsbury. So I was like, okay, let's do Shrewsbury as our like second team. If an Arsenal Evo player doesn't fit into the Evo, let's do Shrewsbury. The first Evo we went for was Spell of the Dribbler, and I love this card in Spell of the Dribbler because it becomes a 65 rated with 80 pace, 72 dribbling, 70 shooting, 65 physical with really good stam, and 62 passing with really good short pass, long pass, and vision. He becomes 3-star, 4-star, and he gets tiki-taka as a base play style. And it's just a banging card. The more I started looking through some of the Evos I've got, they've only got one left mid at all, and he's got 4 positions, so he's ineligible for some Evos. They've only got they've got some silver cards, and I kind of like really prefer the bronze cards. And I actually, after like looking at what they've got on offer, it was kind of like this doesn't actually work. Shrewsbury as a club don't work. Now McDermott, we're still going to Evo up because I think he's got great potential. And so now I'm in a position where it's like, do I want to pick... what I wanted basically was to pick one club. The worst club in the game, a really low-rated club. Like, we already have the Crappers, of course, and we'll get the first videos for the Crappers out this week. They'll be coming. But we already have the Crappers, which is the lowest-rated players. So I don't really want to do the lowest-rated necessarily. But I do want, like, a theme for the secondary Evo setup. So, more to the point, let me know down below what you would think would be a good theme for the second setup of evolutions. It doesn't have to be a team, it doesn't have to be a nation. It can be a team and it can be a nation. It can be height, it can be age, it can be pace, it can be anything. Like, just let me know what you think a good theme would be, and we'll take a view on it, and then maybe we'll introduce some new evolutions based on that. I know I spoke yesterday about maybe like looking at players that could be meta, but I actually think when it comes to the bronzes, because they have no play styles, I think we can make meta players, so I don't really want to look for meta players. So that's why I started Evoing McDermott, and then how I very quickly was like, yeah, do you know what, Shrewsbury players are not the play here. It's not going to be good long term. So with that, guys, I want to show you the final 2 games of Champs gameplay, maybe take a couple of comments from today, and also talk about the Champs experience that I had in general today. So let's get into some games. Right, guys, as we go into the gameplay, it is just 2 games left. At this point, I was 7 wins and 6 losses. And of course, getting to 9 wins would have been nice. We did get to 10 last week. And I really enjoyed the gameplay last week. It's actually quite funny. Based on yesterday's video, obviously I was kind of like just a bit disheartened with the game and like just everything about the game yesterday, really just, and over the last couple of days it's felt like that actually for me, and I feel like for a lot of people, but for me specifically, I'm not going to talk for other people. And it's funny that this weekend I did end up getting these 2 wins, and I finished on 9 wins and 6 losses, which isn't even terrible given how I'm not playing good. I don't even want to talk about the team. We will talk about the team, but I don't even want to use the team as like an excuse or whatever, because it's not. I'm just bad. I'm just playing bad. And last week I had a worse team than this. That Trossard did carry, mind you, but I got 10 wins and really, really enjoyed it. And so it's a really stark contrast, the difference between the enjoyment this last week and the kind of like a lack of enjoyment this week. With that being said, guys, I've read obviously loads of the comments from yesterday. you know, I knew the response that was going to be from that video, but as I kind of said in that video, I'm never going to pretend to enjoy something just for the sake of views or good comments. Like that's just, it's never been in my nature. It's never been somebody who I am. And one of the reasons why I think I constantly deviate from the plan in this game, and there's a few reasons why, but one of the main reasons is because I'm always looking for that fun. I'm looking for that kind of like nostalgic enjoyment where kind of like just logging on was enough, you know, like that, like that's what I'm looking for, logging on being enough. And the way this game has gone over the last 10 years, it really just hasn't been. But there was two of the main comments that came about yesterday a lot. One of them was like, what do you want out of the series? And the thing that's always interesting, and one of the reasons why the RTGs change every year, is because I try and set the tone early and then stick with it. And kind of like, you know, like this year it was supposed to be an all-encompassing RTG, and I really did want to complete every SBC, every objective, like complete everything. I still want to do that. By the way, what a great save from Kepa there. I still want to do that. I just literally can't. It's not something that I'm sitting here like, oh, well, I can't be bothered. It's literally like how the bloody hell am I expected to get all of the fodder to complete everything? And so at the point in time where it's like, I can't actually complete it, what do we do? Because now something has to change. Like I literally can't complete it. And so, you know, last year it was like the Arsenal RTG, the Arsenal Evo side of things was supposed to be the primary focus. And then the bad, like the kind of like downside of that is like when I pack a really good player, like was it last year or was it the year before that I packed Pele? And it's like, damn, I can't not use Pele. And so sometimes like the understanding of what the RTG isn't necessarily like a hard and fast rule, but as a general guide. But yeah, like maybe we should just stop trying to actually pin a plan on the RTG and just play every day and see how it goes, right? Maybe that would be better. I don't know. But the other thing that came as a comment quite a lot, and I actually found this to be really, really interesting for me to think about, like myself. Somebody had said, well, multiple people had said, why do I not want to use meta players? Why don't I want to play with them? And that kind of poses one question in itself. But the other part was, why do I want to not use meta players, but Evo players to become meta players? And that is fascinating, because I don't know. And I completely and utterly see the point of, if I'm going to take a player, if it's an Arsenal player, it makes sense, because I want the Arsenal players to be meta players so that I can play with the Arsenal players and succeed, right? That just flat out just makes sense. But if it's not an Arsenal player, like that Silver Evo that I just showed you guys, why would I Evo him to become meta instead of just using somebody meta? And I don't know is the answer. I don't know. It has my mind like, damn, that's right. Like, why? The only thing I can think of, the only thing that actually comes to mind is, I think I can make better meta players than the meta players with the Evos. It just takes a bit more time and a bit more like kind of hard work and stuff, but I genuinely think I can make better ones. I don't know if I can, but yeah, I mean, it's just a really, really, really fair, very, very interesting thing to say. Because it had me, you know. There's a lot of people sometimes on social media that think they've got a gotcha. We've asked a question that shows your line of thinking is wrong or whatever. And more often than not, that gotcha moment actually isn't. This wasn't even supposed to be a gotcha moment, but it kind of literally is a point of like, damn, I don't know. It more leads to the question though. What I found interesting of the question of, why don't I want to use meta players? I don't know. Again, to that is the answer, and it stems from I feel like multiple things, right? I feel like one of the things that I don't want to use meta players for is because, and there was actually a comment. I do want to read this comment because I think it's worthwhile. I don't want to read. I really don't want to focus heavily on yesterday's comments in general, because it will continue with a line of conversation that you guys clearly don't want to continue with, and I definitely also don't want to continue with. But I think this particular comment is really, really, really worthwhile because of what I was about to say with why don't I want to use the meta players, and a lot of it does come down to expectations. So Harvey says, you've just dropped into the average category of player. I don't mean for it to come across as harsh, but it's the truth, and being bad frustrates you however much you want to deny it. Also a question of what do you actually want from gameplay genuinely? I need creators to start voicing what they want because this gameplay is not bad in the slightest. So first of all, I disagree that it's not bad. I think it is very bad gameplay. I don't think the game's very good at all. For the most part, there's, whatever. We're not going to go into it, but second of all, as I responded to you, what I said to you was 10 wins in champs with an Arsenal team being viewed as bad or average is literally one of the problems with this community. People see everything less than 15 wins as bad, which creates an unrealistic pressure on people to be good, which is why they then all turn to the same players, tactics, formations, play styles so that they can be good in the name of the community opinion. And when I think about why don't I use the meta players, and for the most part, and I know this is self-inflicted. I know this is self-inflicted because your community is the reflection of you, right? It always has been. By the way, this Gabriel Jesus is so goddamn good. The community is a reflection of you. And so I know this is self-inflicted, but if I build a full-blown meta team, I get and it's from a very, very small few people, but I get no leeway to learn. I get no leeway to learn the meta formations, to learn where the players are, to learn how the players work together, to learn the overpowered mechanics. And then when I do learn, I just get griefed for doing it. Last year, I was terrible at Trivelas. Absolutely terrible. I just couldn't score them whatsoever for about the first 4 months of the game. Then EA released a patch. I can't remember what it did. I think they nerfed finesse shots, it might have been. And after they nerfed the finesse shots, I had to get good at the Trivelas because you couldn't score otherwise. And so I learned how to Trivela, and then all that happened was my comments were filled with, oh my God, all you do is abuse the Trivela and stuff. And it's I suppose, as I'm kind of talking this through with myself, I suppose one of the reasons why I kind of don't want to use the meta players is because I really want to find a way to play the game and be successful without it. And I know it exists. I just don't know how to do it. There are some players I watch, I will always remember this, right? There is a guy about 2 years ago. I remember FIFA 16, FIFA 17, FIFA 18, the body feint and step overs used to be crazy. And to be fair, last year, the step over speed boost was also crazy. But this was 2 years ago. I played a guy in champs and he was insane with body feints and step overs. It's all he did. He would just, he passed, he body feinted, he step overed, and then he just waited for runners and open players and passes and stuff. And afterwards he messaged GG Net, big fan, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, mate, GG's, how are you so good like that? Because he didn't abuse player locks, he didn't abuse Trivelas or pop volley power shots or the whatever tricks or skill moves they were. He didn't abuse finesse shots or anything from the top of the box. He didn't abuse whatever game mechanic was broken. He just body feinted, ball rolled, step overed, and passed. And I really want to find a way. And I really like the idea of the crossing stuff or the physical stuff. And, the kind of enforcer, I felt like that was going to be my style. I really felt like having Gyökeres up front and then building somebody, using that Mateta over the last couple of weeks. Oh, he was great fun before they did the patch because he had enforcer and he was very good with it. Gyökeres, for the one weekend that I used him before the patch came, or not even the full weekend, but the 8 to 10 games I used him, I had so much fun with him because Enforcer was so good. For some reason, and I can't answer why, maybe you can, but for some reason in the last patch, whatever it was, a week ago or whatever, 10 days ago, for some reason, EA nerfed Enforcer. And I don't understand why, because I don't recall anybody complaining about Enforcer. I don't recall anybody having problems with Enforcer. I don't recall people like making broken content around Enforcer. Yet for some reason they just reduced its capabilities, and with it, players that now have Silver Enforcer are just nowhere near as good. And you know, if you think back to my gameplay like a couple of weeks ago, I used to use Enforcer a lot. It allowed me to bring players into play. It allowed me to create like really good kind of like passing angles and really good triangles of passes and stuff. And it just disappeared for seemingly no reason. But more to the point is, I think that there are different ways to play this game that can be fun without abusing the meta. And I don't know why I want to be like that. I don't know why I want to be like, well, like as I said before, I think if I go into like the meta, if I build a meta team and play the meta way, one of two things happen. And like, you know, I appreciate this probably sounds like I'm trying to like play the victim or whatever. It's just the reality of the situation is if I play the meta, I get, first of all, given crap for playing the meta. And second of all, like get no freedom for losses. You know, as I just said, like people think anything less than 15-0 is bad. Imagine if I had a full meta team, meta formation, meta play style, played like a rat, and still only got 10 wins. Then that's why I don't play the meta. Not because of the responses from people, but because the few weekend leagues that I actually played with my best possible team, I got 8 and 9 wins. Last weekend I played with my Arsenal team, I got 10 wins. And I sit there and I think, yeah, it's like, fundamentally, it's just not, it's not the way I want to play the game. Now, these games here, I like see how I'm actually using Enforcer there. These two games here. So I played on stream today a lot, and man, it was rough. Not for me. Well, it was rough for me because I was playing this game on stream. It was rough for the viewers because it was like generational crash out NepentheZ, right? And it's nothing to be proud of. It's not something I'm trying to like laugh about. It's like I find it to be quite sad, to be honest. Like how frustrated I get at this game. I find it to be like embarrassing a little bit. But I played those games and I finished with 2 left and I finished 7 and 6. And you know, 7 and 6 in champs is just really poor. But there's reasons for that. Some of it's skill, some of it's like the way the game is this year, whatever. However, afterwards I recorded draft, recorded 6 PM content, and then off stream I played these 2 games. And I had like kind of thought beforehand about, okay, how do I want to play? Like, you know, what do I want to get out of these games? 2 wins would be nice. And I've been really enjoying this Gabriel Jesus. I think his finesse shots are absolutely sensational, and we're going to really try to use him for good over the next few weeks to really try and enhance our gameplay. But one of the things I really wanted to do more was just take care of the ball, because I give the ball away way too easy, way too quickly. And like this here was that. See, like, I find that to be a really nice goal. You know, it's my CDM there. I don't know what he's doing there, but it's good passing, it's good moving. And I just found myself in this game kind of saying to myself, forget the results now. The weekend league's gone, right? A good result is gone. The best I can get is 9, like, but forget about it. Like, a good result is gone. And let's just focus on playing football. And it's what I did last weekend. I quit so many games last weekend because if I was just getting like completely outmatched, I was like, I don't care. Let me just back out of this game, move on to the next one, because who cares? This weekend, and it was specifically because I was streaming, but this weekend, if I was getting smashed, I stayed in the game. And I stayed, and I took a couple of beatings. Like my first 2 games, I think I lost 8-3 and 8-2, or 8-1 and 8-4 or something. I lost one of the games like 9-4. And I stayed in these games, and I kept getting wound up more and wound up more. And it had that thing where I wasn't really focusing on what I was doing, but instead I was focusing on what the scoreline was, or what bad thing had gone against me in that game. And so in these games, I said to myself, let me just focus again on just playing football. And I got 2 rage quits against 2 decent players with very good teams. And it's that thing of, and I kind of said this before, but it's that thing of like, I don't want to play the games and post-com all of the games, because there's only so much we can talk about for the post-com, right? There's only so many times we can talk about the tactics, the game state, the gameplay, the rewards, the kind of like the things in the game. There's only so much you can say. There's only so many questions I can answer. Like, there's quite a lot of like repeated questions in the comments now that I tend to ignore because we're just going over the same thing. But there's only so much I can say for the post-com. Live is just so much better, but I need to find a way to be able to play the game live whilst behaving and playing as competent and confident as when I'm not live. And so that's for me to work on, and something that I will work on, and something that we'll try for tomorrow, playing some Rivals games and just really trying to focus on playing good football. And if it goes wrong, then educating ourselves on why and improving from there. With that being said, guys, that is the end of the gameplay. Let's go and get our Champs Rewards. And so there you have it, guys. 10 wins last week, only the 9 wins this week, but I can't lie. Give me Rice, EA. Come on. Give me that Deckers. Oh, it is. No, it's not. Is it Calhanoglu? Yeah, only the 9 wins, but after how I felt like I was playing this week, I actually think 9 wins is so legit. like last year, 9 wins would have been an embarrassment a little bit, and I think it was actually. He's 20k for Calhanoglu. We'll keep him. This year, I think if I can get minimum 9 wins and then push on from there, happy days. We get a walkout tradable from our 83x10. It's a Brazilian centre mid from the Premier League. It's just a new car. It's just the one walkout from what is that? Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, we're getting inform in there as well. Cuthbert. It's not a terrible pack. With the hero pack that's out as well, I might put all of this fodder into the hero pack, to be fair. Could be a lot of fun to do that hero pack. See if we can get something good. We get an 85 double from our rewards as well. It's another walkout, of course it is. It's a striker. Oh, I was hoping to see Argentina. Wait. Oh, Julian Alvarez. Nice. I was hoping that Victor Gyökeres was going to be our striker. Who's the extra walkout here? Oh, no one. Just one walkout. Brilliant. Is Alvarez worth a bit? We get Thuram as well. No, he's not. He's like 10k. He's 4-star. This is a really good card for 10k, isn't it? He's so well-rounded. He's only got 2 playstyles. That might be the problem. And then we get Thuram as well, who's also cheap. So nothing too great there. And then the hopeful kind of big thing, the UEFA Primetime Guarantee, baby. It's a walkout. It's a centre mid. It's French. Oh, is that Thuram? No, Roma. Kone? Is it Kone? Yeah. Do you know what? That's solid. Is he worth a lot? Is he actually worth 100,000 coins, or is it just that? That's all right, to be fair. That's all right. He looks good as well. He's got ping pass, he's got technical, but he's got really well-rounded stats. He's got 4-star skill moves. He's 6'1". He's got box-to-box plus, and he's got CDM if we should need it. Maybe we go and put him into the team and play a couple of Rivals games. Right, guys, to end with today, there won't be any more Rivals today. Instead, I decided to do a few league run-throughs, showcase the full games of those 2 games that I played. I did all of the kind of open SBCs and stuff that I had that give packs back. And I'm actually only 4 LibSud cards away from being able to finish off the Premier League SBC. So if we pack those during these packs, then happy days. But yeah, we've got some good packs to end with to hopefully pack ourselves one of these cards. I was thinking about this just as I was building the SBCs, and I thought, man, last year and the years before, we used to pack so many of those dead-end promo cards, didn't we? And probably I complained about that as well. Oh my god, why am I always packing the bad ones? Why am I never packing the good ones, sort of thing. But this year, I find it incredibly difficult to pack any. Even the 10k discard ones just seem to be very, very hard to pick up. So I thought, let's build all these packs out, and maybe we can get 1 or 2 would be nice. Or just something nice. Victor Gyökeres would be nice. There's still a whole bunch of Arsenal cards we haven't packed yet, and who knows, maybe through today, maybe through these packs right here at the end, we'll be able to get 1 or 3. There's another LibSud card, so we will most certainly end on, well, not most certainly, we'll most likely, I think I need 3 more now, end on finishing off the Premier League, the Prime, You know what I mean. The big one. There's another one as well. So that's 3 that we packed now. So we're 2 shy. And we've got loads of packs to open, including a Prime Electrum Plurs pack. Still no walkouts though, guys. I was hoping to get some big fodder for the kind of bigger SBCs that are there. But no such luck. You'll notice as well, I'm typically keeping sort of like 80s and 81s. I know EA haven't really released an SBC recently that have been good for those sort of cards. They haven't really released any of sort of like, you know, the player SBCs that give you a player for like an 81 or whatever. But I still hold on to them just in case until we get like fully blown up with them, and then I'll like rinse through them. Another small Prime Gold players pack here. Still no walkouts for me, guys. A Spanish centre mid could be Miguel Marino. It's not. I did clear out my duplicate storage by about 50 items here as well. So 3 Electrum players packs. We're just looking for, I think, 2 Libertadores or Sudamericana cards. Nothing in there, unfortunately. Loads of packs to get them, though. These packs are really good for them, just in general. And then we've got 4 of the small rare gold player packs to go. Hopefully we'll get the Libsud cards to be able to finish that off first, though. Javi. If I don't get them, I'm not going to buy them either. We're just going to deal... We'll just end with this instead. And then pull up that one tomorrow. There you go. There's 1. So I'm looking for 1 now. Maybe there's another one in here. There is not another one in here, but we're just looking for 1 Libsud card now, which is quite nice. And that's 4 tradables that we packed as well. That would be like... Actually, maybe there's 1 untradeable there. 3 tradables. That'd be like 6k back if I wanted to sell it. But I just don't think I do. And we get 1 EA Sports. We didn't get anything there. Can we get anything out of Premium Mixed Players pack number 2? Doesn't look like it. French striker. Give me Dembele. It's Ekitike. He's not worth anything anymore. There is another Libertadores Sudamericana card though, guys. So we will be able to finish the full works off. So we'll open this last Premium Mixed Players pack. Still no walkout, guys. League SBCs. The grind is quite good and it's quite enjoyable and it's good for like club stock. There's another Libsud card there. It's just not great for fodder. And I think that is one of the things, in my opinion, right now, that is kind of turning me off a lot of things on this game, is the fact that it is next to impossible to get fodder, to do the things that I want to do. Which is a bit of a shame. Anyway, let's go and get our Sudamericana cards. Benitez, Baldemar, and I forgot what the other guy was called there. And then let's go and get the Libertadores cards. And we'll see which one can we sell. I'll just keep that guy there. If he's tradable, I'll sell him. If he's not, I won't. Oh, actually, I'm going to need him. Hilarious. Because we don't have the rating without him. Right. Let's put some chemistry into this team. There's 5. There's 8. And that will be the lot. Gives us a jumbo gold pack tradable. And a prime gold players pack on top of it. I did notice as well, whilst doing the League SBC today, guys, and grinding it through, the player prices of, like, the Romanian... Oh, walkout, let's go. The Romanian players and things like that. They're starting to get... Gabriel, nice. He's good for fodder. I really don't mind that at all. Oh, my days. What a pack. We get an 83 Inform and a Gabriel. I'm gonna hold the Inform for now. That's banging, though. That is banging. And a Shadow Chem style. Let's go. They're extinct, I think. Yeah. Jesus Christ, that pack's worth about like 25k. That's absolutely sensational. That could not have gone better, really, guys, could it? That, honestly, was absolutely fantastic. Yeah, the price points of, like, even the Romanian League and the Saudi League and stuff, they're up to, like, 300, 350 coins now. Like, they really are moving up. So we get nothing of value in that pack. A few Arsenal past and presents in there. And then to end with its 4 small rare gold player packs. Can we get another walkout? Nothing off the first one. It looks like Milenkovic. It was indeed. Some good low tier fodder. You know, some good like marquee matchups level fodder. Here's a walkout for us at last. It's going to be Millie Bright, English Chelsea centre back. Was it a double? No, it wasn't, but that's good still, though. Getting an 87 rated is real nice there to help with that hero pack. I think we'll start with the hero pack tomorrow. I think I've got about enough fodder now to be able to do it, especially with like the inform that we just hit and that Gabriel as well. We should be there or thereabouts. We get an ex-Arsenal player in there again with Ilestet. And then the last one for today, we'll do the preview packs as well. Just nothing good. It's going to be Hasegawa, I believe. I know, Sujita, Gabriel Jesus in there as well. Speaking of Gabriel Jesus, oh man, what a beast for me. What a beast for me he was this weekend. And let's go and get our preview packs because you just... Oh, it's an inform. How about that? I was going to say, you just never know. And there you go. We get ourselves Get Pack for 3,750 coins. And we get ourselves a nice 10k card there. Hey, listen, we could just discard all of that and quadruple our money, or triple our money at the very least. And that's why you should always do your preview packs, guys, because you just never know when you're going to get something of good value. And then in the premium gold preview pack, couldn't give me a walkout on this one, could it? No, it's going to give me DePaul, though. Oh, no, Palacios. But nothing else worth a crap. And so for today, guys, that is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rate, and comment. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.